she's so funny. She goes, I swim in the Masters races. And I do the TV, right. Did I swim, okay, do I swim in the Olympics? How many gold medals did I win? 7 gold medals. You just keep believing that, okay? You're very smart. He knows what he's talking about, trust me. So, yes, my name's Rowdy Gaines, and I won 3 gold medals in the Olympics back in 1984, long before you guys were born. But I'm going to introduce to you guys in a couple minutes 2 of the great swimmers that the United States knows, has swimming for them now. Can you believe I'm going to introduce to you a guy that's the greatest ever? Nobody's ever been better than him in one stroke, right? Think about that for a second. Think about all the strokes in the history of swimming. When was the first Olympics? Can anybody tell me when the first Olympics was? The first modern Olympic Games. What year was that? Huh? Anybody? 1896. What country was that in? Greece. That's exactly right, Greece. And swimming was one of 5 sports that was in those Olympic Games that have been in every single Olympics since then. So swimming has been in every single Olympic Games. And there have been 4 strokes that have been swum in the Olympic Games. What strokes are those? What's the first one that you swim in the IM? Fly, back, breast, and free. Well, this guy is the greatest backstroker in history. And how many people watched the Olympics in 2012, 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago? Where were those Olympic Games? London, England. That's exactly right. Now, do you remember watching Michael Phelps? Do you remember watching Ryan Lochte? Do you remember watching maybe Connor Dwyer? Do you remember watching Natalie Coughlin? Do you remember watching, oh, what's her name again? Oh, Missy Franklin, that's right. I forgot all about her. So this guy swam on that Olympic team in 2012, and he won a gold medal in those Olympic Games on the 800 freestyle relay. So it is my honor to introduce these 2 guys to be able to talk to you right now. Are you ready? First on the list, as I said, he is the greatest backstroker in history. He's won 7 Olympic medals, 5 of them gold, over 3 Olympic Games. He swam in the 2000 Olympics, he swam in the 2004 Olympics, and he swam in the 2008 Olympics. And in those 3 Olympic Games, he won 7 Olympic medals. He is the world record holder in 3 events, still to this day. He has the world record in the 100 backstroke, he has the world record in the 200 backstroke, and he has the world record in the 400 medley relay. And more important than what a great swimmer he is, he's a much better person. He is such a cool guy. He just oozes cool, let me tell you. Can you dig it? He is the coolest. Oh, and by the way, he went to school right here at the University of Texas. Hook 'em horns, right? His name is Aaron Pearsall. So this next guy, as I said, swam in the 2012 Olympic Games. He's kind of short, so I kind of have to, go like this around him because I don't want to make him look so short. But he swam the 2012 Olympic Games. He swam for the University of Virginia. And I like times. You know times? What's his best time? That's all that matters to me, right? He's a gold medalist. He's an NCAA champion. He's a national champion. But what's his best time? You know what he goes for a 500 freestyle? 4:10. 4:10 in a 500. I can't run 500 yards in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. He's really fast. He goes 1:32 in the 200, and he goes 14:32 in the 1650. That's pretty good, right? So you guys give it up for Matt McLean. So these two guys are the greatest people you'll ever want to know. They're really, really good guys. And it's a real honor for me to be able to call them my friends. And I've always looked up to both of these guys. I cheered for Matt in the 2012 Olympic Games. I've covered all of these guys, both of these guys in all the Olympics they swam in. So I want them to be able to say hello to you, and then you guys get to ask them a couple questions, and then we get to race against them and kick some butt, kick some Olympic butt, right? All right, so I'm going to turn it over to Aaron first.
Thank you, guys. This is my pleasure to be here. We actually are able to get in the water today. Matt's going to use this as his warm-up for what he's swimming tonight. For me, this is going to be the longest race I've done all day. And I'm really looking forward to all the people swimming with all you guys who are already wearing those orange caps. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to be getting wet pretty soon. I've been getting wet since before I think how old you guys are. Before I was 5 years old. You're 10. Who's the youngest here? Anybody 7? 8? 7? That's good, right on. And that's maybe the most, for me, some of those memories that I look back on from swimming in Summer League and showing up and playing with my friends during a nice Saturday afternoon or during the weekend are to this day some of my most pleasurable memories to look back on. And at the same time, when I think about what I loved most about when I was growing up with swimming, when I was your guys' age, it was precisely those moments. It was probably moments like this where we get in the water and you guys have fun. You guys enjoy what it is you guys can play, and at the same time use that really nice, healthy aspect of competition to be able to have fun with each other. So thank you guys for coming here. You guys, it'll be awesome, I know, for you guys. You guys have been watching this whole time. This weekend, I hope for sure as well. And in 2 weeks, does anybody know what happens in 2 weeks, what you might be watching on television? Rowdy was already talking about other things that have happened over the years that we participated in ourselves. Yes? We're gonna watch the Olympians. In 2 more weeks, there's going to be another Olympics on television. And you can watch the Sochi Olympic Games, which is a lot of fun. Winter Olympics are incredible. So you guys actually, especially at that age, for me, first memory of swimming, watching Olympics was when I was 9 years old. And it stuck with me ever since then. So I remember those memories vividly. So great to meet you guys and have fun today. And here's Matt.
Hey guys, I'm Matt. It's a huge honor for me to be here today with Rowdy and Aaron, and then you guys. I look at you guys and I see a lot of myself, and just like Aaron and probably Rowdy, a lot of my most fond memories in swimming come from when I was your age. So all of you guys start in Summer League. It's pretty common. That's how I started. So hopefully you guys right now are still in that really pure form of swimming where you're just doing it because you love it. And one of the questions I get a lot is, why do you swim, or what's your favorite thing about that? And I think that's a really difficult question to answer, especially for myself, because I can't really put it into words. All I know is that the memories that I have associated with swimming really complete me. And when I'm not swimming and I don't have, the opportunity to establish these new memories and improve myself, I don't feel complete. And I think that's as good of a reason as any, in my own mind, to continue to swim. And, I think aside from feeling complete, you can learn a lot of lessons through swimming, the work you put in, the competition, the relationships that you build that really just entirely transcend the sport and can be very applicable to the rest of your lives. They can really help you learn to deal with adversity, whether it's sickness or injury. and I really think they can benefit you even after you're done swimming. So, you know, we just want to urge you guys to keep doing it because you love it, keep the sport fun, and keep doing what you guys do.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Aaron, so here's how here's the flow of the program right now. This is your chance to ask these guys some questions about anything you want to. Anything about swimming or outside of swimming, what their favorite things to do outside the pool. This is your chance to kind of hang out with the Olympians and ask some questions, okay? So be thinking about some. But I can speak on behalf of Matt and Aaron that I really want to thank Arena. We're part of Team Arena. And I feel very fortunate to be a part of a company that really cares about you guys. You know, they want you to understand that swimming can be fun. You know? Yeah, it has to be hard work sometimes, but it's all about having fun, because I know that sounds kind of silly, but that's what the sport should be all about. If you're not having fun, then you're not going to be successful. And these guys know how to have some fun, let me tell you. He's a pretty good surfer, by the way. He knows how to surf. Does anybody know how to surf? No? Kinda? Yeah, there you go. All right. All right, so we're gonna do a little question and answer, and then you guys are gonna go get ready for the race, right? And then Matt and Aaron and I will go up and hang out with the parents and let the parents ask some questions. So you guys can't ask any questions yet. We're gonna turn it over to the kids for a little while, and then we'll come back up to the stands and you guys can ask some questions and interact with Aaron and Matt. So, does anybody have any questions for Aaron and or Matt? Huh? Yes. What? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so let's get into details even more. What's your least favorite stroke? What's your favorite stroke? What's your best stroke? And what's your worst stroke? See, for example, for me, my best stroke is freestyle. My worst stroke is butterfly. My favorite stroke, though, is backstroke. I'm not very good at it, but it's my favorite stroke because you get to breathe a lot. But my least favorite, worst, most pitiful stroke is breaststroke. Because breaststrokers are kind of weird anyway, aren't they? I mean, they're kind of, I don't know about breaststrokers. But I'll let these guys answer that.
I think you're talking to guys who, my fourth favorite stroke is, I tried for years and years and years to be able to do that. I was trying to be turned into a breaststroker. I walk pigeon-toed, and to this day, it's something I do because it gets the kinks out of my knees. And I can do a 50 of it in practice and have to move on. My favorite strokes, backstrokes always come most naturally, but there is no better stroke to me as far as feeling goes, when it feels good, than butterfly. When butterfly feels good, and it's happened as I've gotten older, I've gotten stronger. I remember when I was your age, it was really hard, but I remember as I got older, as I got stronger, butterfly kept getting easier, and it became more fun. So today, yeah, we'll probably be mixing up between all those for that matter. And you, Matt?
So, just like these guys, I would say my fourth favorite stroke would be breaststroke. It just doesn't work for me, you know. And if you watch breaststrokers, they do. They walk with their feet out. They carry their luggage backwards. They do all sorts of quirky little things that I can't pull them off as hard as I try. I also struggle with backstroke, but you know, it's nice to even out the tan once in a while. I do reflect light, so it takes a while. And then freestyle is obviously my best stroke, but just like Aaron said, I really like doing butterflies sometimes. I don't know if it's the novelty or just when it does feel like it's on, it can be more effortless than you'd think, but there is something fun about butterflies sometimes. So yeah, it's the rhythm thing.
So should we make them, well, we probably won't be able to, but maybe we should make them swim breaststroke on the relay. No, I won't make the audience suffer. The meet has to start on time, and we could be here a long time if they swim breaststroke, right? A sundial, that's right, Matt's saying a sundial. Okay, anything else? Any other questions? Yes. That's a good question, actually. Mario or Sonic, or what's your favorite video game? If you're a video game player, I'm not, so.
Yeah, I'll choose Mario. Yeah, right off the bat.
I'll go with Mario too. The raccoon tail is awesome.
You a Mario? Dude, hey, are you a Mario then? Oh, Sonic, okay. All right, any other questions? Yes.
What shows do you like watching?
What shows? I like these questions. What's your favorite television show? And on that note, what's your favorite movie of all time? Think about TV shows and movies.
Let's see. I just finished Breaking Bad, which I'm not sure many of you guys can watch. And my favorite movie, when I watched them as a kid, I remember watching on television, flipping through the channel during the day and seeing these westerns on TV and thinking, I don't get it. And eventually, I think my favorite movie might be Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Very old Clint Eastwood film.
So, sorry, I don't watch a ton of TV, but so I can't really give you a good answer on that. But I love watching movies, and I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. I saw those when I was little, and I've loved them ever since. And I'm also a huge Lord of the Rings nerd. So if any of you guys are into the sci-fi and fantasy thing, we can definitely talk about that later.
Good. Well, Breaking Bad was my favorite, but also Shrek is my favorite movie of all time. I love Shrek. My favorite.
What's your favorite event to swim in a meet?
What's your favorite what? Favorite event? Well, that's good. Now think about Matt swims. Matt swims, well, he's a good 100 freestyler, obviously, but he swims the 200, the 400, and the 1500, or the 200, the 500, and the 1650. He swims a lot of freestyle events. He can swim everything from the 100 all the way up to the mile. So that's a really good question for Matt. And then Aaron is a great backstroker, obviously, right? The greatest in history. But he almost made the Olympic team in butterfly. So that's a good question. What's your favorite event?
I think that's a more pertinent question than you might realize. A lot of people might have seen me swim backstroke at a lot of big meets. That's more or less what I can do, probably easiest at that level. But there are other events that I always kept wanting to do at every meet I possibly could. And that had to do with a lot of the way I train too. I love training every stroke. If I was only trained backstroke, I'd get very bored. So I tried to really mix up everything throughout the entire season. And in fact, I felt that made my backstroke better. But when I got to swim meets, I really liked, I think the 200 individual medley might be my favorite. But the thing that keeps me from really taking that next step is that third leg, the X factor of the 200 IM. I'd be like right around world record pace at the 100, flying back. And then my teammate, Eric Chanteau, who was on the Olympics as well, would beat me by 6 or 7 seconds on a breaststroke leg. There's nothing I can do about that. That's really, I would look over and he would just be going, phew, just fly by. It was still fun. And then I'd play catch up on the freestyle. But that exchange of, that dynamic of how often it can turn over about the 200 IM is why, I think that's probably my favorite.
So this may surprise some of you guys a little bit, but in college, you know, like Rowdy mentioned, I swam a lot of distance. So anytime I got to change a pace at one of our dual meets, my fun event was always the 200 fly. And I had a really, you know, kind of funny relationship with the other 200 flyers on the team because we would always talk some fun trash to each other in workouts. So anytime I actually got to do it in a meet, it was kind of a treat and it was something to look forward to for me. But there were fun reasons behind it, so I think I'd have to pick the 200 fly.
How many of you guys, your favorite event's a 200 fly? Raise your hand. Nobody's favorite event is the 200 fly? Ah, yes. Look up there on the record board. first of all, you look at the record board and look at Aaron Pearsall under 100-meter back. He's got the record, he's got the team record in the 100 back. He's got both the pool and team record in the 200-meter back, but then look at the 100-meter, 200-meter butterfly. Whoa, dude. He's pretty good, right? He's pretty good. Okay, what else? Yes, ma'am.
Do you swim in a 25 or 50 meter pool?
Do you swim in a 25 or 50-meter pool? 25-yard or 50-meter pool or 25 meters? And does it really matter? Right.
Well, so the best way to look at it is all of the big meets in the summer for international competition are going to be long course, 50 meters. But during the year for international competition, like in the winter in December, did any of you guys see Duel in the Pool last month? It was a really exciting meet where the U.S. came out on top. So in meets that are in the winter for international competition are very often not 25 yards, but 25 meters. Right now, we're the only country in the world, I believe, that does 25 yards. So it's kind of a tricky transition to go to 25 meters, but it's a fun one. And to answer your question, yes, all of the Olympics are in 50 meters.
All right, anything else? Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? What's your favorite food?
Sure. Mexican food.
Oh, you're in a good place that like Mexican food.
I'm a sucker for a good sushi bar.
Sushi,
Real fresh.
real sushi, that's me too. I love sushi, can't go wrong. So I have a question. You guys have been all over the world, right? And that's good. You need to sit down. I need to have Matt sit because he's swimming the race tonight. He's swimming the 1500. You guys have been all over the world, traveling, and especially you, Aaron, because your first major meet was 99. Yeah, your first major international competition was 99. What's your favorite country that you've ever been to?
My favorite country. Maybe one of the best, I'll say this, one of the best times, one of the best swim meets, I think they all are incredible, right? I would probably say Rome, Italy was maybe one of the most amazing venues I've seen. I got to swim in a pool of white marble for warm-up, 50-meter pool with massive 10-ton block, white marble. That was built in the 30s, and along the walls, it was a lot like this. There were mosaics of old Roman sports events, like the Olympics, and pretty, just beautiful. So, for me, over the years, I collect pools. I collect places to swim. I think Rowdy might too. There are some pools that are just absolutely gorgeous that you step in, you go, whoever built this had a lot of pride for the sport and for what it is they're doing. Something much different than anything else, and for that reason alone, that might stick out in my mind.
So my favorite country is definitely the United States, but I think the best place that I've been able to travel has been Spain this past summer, our training camp for World Championships. It was beautiful. We got to see a lot of different cool places. It was light until almost 10 p.m., which I love in the summer. And it was real laid back. There was great coffee. And it was just a lot of really cool small nuances that made it probably my favorite place that I've been able to train.
Okay. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am. Hang on.
Who's your best friend?
Who's your best friend? Well, I am their best friend naturally, but who's your other best friend?
That's a really difficult question. I don't even know. I think when you get older, you begin to realize the truly valuable relationships in your life, and family is always a safe one to count on. I've got a lot of great relationships with my coaches, my team, my family, but you know, the swimming community is really close, so it's impossible to pick just one best friend.
Yeah, you're right. Within swimming, there's, fortunately, we have the ability to have friends that will probably know and appreciate the rest of our lives. What's so amazing about that, I've been done swimming now competitively for some time, for about 3 years now, and for me, I still come back to a swim meet like this, and I'm home again. This is very much a family. It's something that I don't know, it's hard to connect the dots looking forward, but if I can impart one thing on you as you go throughout this sport, something you will take away when it's all said and done. The medals are great, the records they mark the day, the travel trips are incredible, but what really ends up lasting is precisely that question you asked. It's probably going to be the person you sit down with, who's sitting next to you right now, who's been a friend since your childhood days in swimming. And there's something so beautiful about that. I swam with my sister, and to this day, I do. I consider her my best friend, and that's easy. I don't have to insult any of my friends around me by picking one out, so I'll pick my sister.
And by the way, very quickly, lane 7, I'm supposed to announce lane 7 swimmers is a sprint lane. Lane 8 is a pace lane. Lane 7 sprint, lane 8 pace. And by the way, Aaron's sister, Haley, and Aaron were both on the world championship team together. They're the only brother and sisters ever to win a medal in the same world championships. That's pretty cool, right? That's a pretty cool moment. Hey, right? Absolutely. Who's your best friend?
My friend's Lizzie.
Sydney's your best friend? Lizzie's your best friend. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. How many boyfriends do you have?
0.
0. Good. Keep it that way. Boys are nasty, and they're smelly, and they're naughty. I'm not a boy. I'm a dad. Big difference. Dads are okay. All other boys, stay away from them until you're like 25. Got it? You ever smell a boy before? Oh, he stinks bad, Joe Bob. Really stinky. Stay away from him. All right, any other questions?
When did you first decide that you were going to be in the Olympics?
That is a great question. When is the first time you actually decided, I want to be an Olympian?
Touching off of what I kind of mentioned before when I brought up that the Olympics are in 2 weeks, I think it was fairly right around that time. I was 9 years old. It was 1992. The Olympics that year were in Barcelona. Rowdy was calling those. And I remember vividly, I remember my mom sitting next to me and describing to me what was happening on the television. And I remember specifically particular swimmers that stuck out in my mind. And I still remember a lot of the stories that happened from 1992. Watching those Olympic Games left an impression on me to the effect of what I saw as someone when I was your age, more or less. I saw something that to me actually it really resonated with me. What I saw was where people sitting behind a block, something so simple, and you're seeing a culmination of a moment that may be 15 years in the doing. They've been training for this their whole lives. And I could see on their face, I'm not sure if you can relate to this, if you've seen some of these Olympics so far, how much it actually meant to those standing behind the blocks. And they hadn't even started yet. But I remember watching one person in particular. It was a 100 butterflyer. His name was Pablo Morales, and he was the best butterflyer in the world at that time. He was going for a gold medal that had eluded him for some time. And they called the start back when they did that. They called it back because someone had flinched. And so everyone gets off the blocks and they sit down, and it's kind of like this false beginning kind of, where you're ready to go and then you have to kind of calm back down. And I remember seeing Pablo trying so hard to keep it together that I remember this vividly, he's closing his eyes, breathing in through his nose and out through his mouth, just trying to keep himself composed enough until the race began. And what that showed me was that what he was about to do meant so much to him that he was on the verge of kind of losing his composure. And that to me intrigued me. And he ended up winning. And to me, ever since then, I've been very intrigued by something where you involve yourself in the process so much that you get to a moment like that, and there's something very poetic about it. You will see that when you watch in 2 weeks. That's something I would look for. Their faces, their expressions, not necessarily even after. You can see the joy in after, but watch them before. It says a lot. And I was 9 years old when I watched that. And it's stuck with me ever since. So.
I think that just like probably a lot of you guys, as soon as I started swimming, especially if any of you guys have experienced that real first love with swimming, that's when I knew I wanted to be an Olympian. But the part where I felt like I actually could become an Olympian didn't come till at least 10 years later. But what did accompany me that entire time was the willingness to sacrifice and persevere all the difficult times in just pursuit of this ultimate goal of becoming an Olympian. And just to touch on what he was speaking of, if you watch people behind the blocks, it's not really even something you can verbalize a lot, but it is the most alive that you will ever feel. And I don't think there's any more to living life than feeling that alive, as convoluted as that may sound. But feeling that alive is really a feeling that's impossible to put into words. So I'm going to start stumbling, but it really is the best thing that you can go for.
If I can even reiterate something, I touch on what Matt, you're touching on the theme of more or less why we swim, it completes you. It's something more or less, I think, as you do continue this, swimming will open up certain doors within what it'll force you to ask certain questions. And one of those for me, as I moved on through my career, one of the most important things for me to remember was the reason I started swimming to begin with. And it was simply for the mere fact that I actually like to get wet. I like to get wet. Like I haven't competed in 3 years, but I am in the water every day. If I don't get in the water every day, something feels very weird. I feel off. It's literally become a part of me. And there's many facets of that. What I've learned is swimming in this regard and the way you guys do it was a very specific way to focus my attention towards something that I realized I fell in love with. What I actually fell in love with on a much broader scale than swimming in a pool, so to speak, was the fact that when I got in the water, I felt at home. I could get in the water and I could put my head underwater, and there is a kind of there's a moment where everything kind of goes away. It's a different world underwater. You're in your own head, and all of you know what that feels like. So for me, one thing I always tried to keep in mind as I was getting older, as I remember I was chasing records or times or anything of that nature, it was the fact that, like, why am I going to practice today? If I don't go to practice today, if I don't go get wet, I'll feel weird. And it was, to me, to this day, maybe the most simplistic reason why I'll swim the rest of my life.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, very quickly, Matt and Aaron, can you guys go sit right in the middle of those guys? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some pictures taken, okay, real quick, of of Team McLean and Team Pearsall together. And then we got to shuffle you guys off to hurry up and get ready to swim the race. And by the way, everybody look at yourself up on the screen. You're up on the big board right now. There you all are. Wave to mom and wave to dad. Blow kisses to your boyfriend and girlfriends. There you go. Say hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. There you go. Aaron, Matt. All right, that's good. That's good. Everybody look this way. Don't be doing those hook 'em horns right before Matt. Went to UVA. Thank you very much. You can hook them. All right, you can hook them if you want. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Matt's going to do the B sign. There you go. All right. You got it? All right, perfect. And by the way, parents, I know you're all wondering, where can we find those pictures? Jamie, they're going to be on the arena website somewhere, right? Something like that? All you have to do is just follow the arena the rest of your life, and you'll find pictures of them, okay? That's all you need to do. All right. You guys, Aaron and Matt, if you could round up to the, we're going to go up there and stand and talk to parents. All the parents that would like to kind of get together and ask questions, we're going to kind of be aiming right to this group. So Aaron and Matt, you guys go upstairs and head up there. And kids, who are the kids following? You, the kids are going to follow her, and you're going to go get ready to race. The race of the century. The race of the century. Time to take down some Olympians. Oh, they're going to stay down here. Okay. Okay. Right. Good. That's a good idea. I'm coming up there. Okay. So, where did Aaron and Matt go? Oh, you know, they might have gone to put their seats on. Yeah. All right, so, oh, there they are. They decided to come up here. All right. So, I think this is a great time for you guys to ask questions, because swimming is a wonderful sport. I'll stack our sport against any other sport in the world for the values that you learn every single day. But, you know, it's different for every child. And so this is a great time to get some advice from any of us, but specifically Matt or Aaron. So I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys have any questions? Yes, ma'am. I was hoping that question would get asked. It gets asked a lot. How do you keep a swimmer, your child, from burning out in our sport? Which happens a lot. It happens in a lot of sports, but it happens in swimming. What's the best way to keep them from burning out?
If I can get them, I'll get them.
Communication's great. I think it's really easy to, yeah, you can leave, buddy. I think it's really easy to get caught up in thinking that you can't stop, you're going to get a step behind. in a sense. I think it's you can get in that time frame, you can begin to ignore sometimes certain aspects that are actually just as important or more important than the physical aspect of the sport. And in that regard, hey, you know, your child's going to get fit. They're going to be fit. They're going to be very physically fit. Maybe, I think the part that might be the most important part and the most essential part in sport, maybe also the most elusive, simply because it can be very difficult to try to diagnose, is that emotional and mental side of it. Is the side that is actually probably the side that's going to help the person get to the pool every day. And actually, for me, I can certainly speak for myself, and for those that I've been with who seem to have gone through the sport with a very healthy perspective, for them, they never questioned, I wouldn't say they never questioned it. When they did question it, why it was they were doing what they were doing, the constant answer or the constant realization they would oftentimes come to was they would realize if they started questioning it, they might have been doing it for reasons that didn't really make sense to themselves. And it might have been for something like a family member. You might be doing it for your father, your mother. You might be doing it for your coach. You might be doing it because there's certain expectations that are put on you. You feel like it's no longer yours, in essence. And I feel like one of the hardest things to find maybe when you're young, and maybe as a parent when you're looking for something to put your child into, is what exactly will they take to? And maybe the hardest thing in my mind is actually finding that one thing they'll take to. If they found that thing they'll take to, I think that may be the hardest part. They will figure the rest out. They will learn. They will engage themselves. They will want to show up. They will want to learn more, simply because they found something they actually are able to immerse themselves in, and it is theirs. It is solely theirs. For me, my parents, it was hard for me to understand this when I was 15, but I do now. What they did so well that I look back on in respect was when I was done with practice in the afternoon, I'd get in the car, we'd be driving home. My dad would look over at me and he'd go, "How was practice?" And I'd just look over and I said, "It was good." And that was it. I left it at the pool. We didn't talk about swimming at home. I didn't really care to. Home for me was my safe place. It was my haven. It was that was a place for me. That was where I did something else. At the pool, that was mine. And you have to rein those in every once in a while. So
I think Aaron covered that really well. What he said about getting in the car and leaving it at the pool, I can't speak enough to that. Myself, I'm 25 years old, and the guys I swim with are my age, and we still don't like it when family members come to practice. We want it to be our thing, and anytime too much pressure comes from an outside source, or too many questions, or things that you just really don't need to be thinking of outside the pool it doesn't make you feel good. Any feeling of a lack of autonomy just really are not productive. You're gonna swim the best when you feel the best, and that's physically and mentally. And another thing I think is really important is balance. If you just become so wrapped up in swimming and only swimming, then the other things in your life are going to begin to suffer. And then when those begin to suffer, it's just going to become a really negative tautology where, one thing falls, another thing falls, and you're going to think to yourself, well, I was doing everything for swimming right. Why isn't it working? And it may be not working because you were doing only the things for swimming. Humans are complex creatures, and you need to take care of yourself in every aspect. And anytime you just get wrapped up in one, I personally don't think it's healthy or productive. So, like Aaron said, leaving everything at the pool and just having it be as if you're happy, I'm happy. I think that's great, and I also think balance is really important.
So, unfortunately, we only have time for one more question, but if I could add 30 seconds on this. The most important thing for y'all is to offer that unconditional love. That's really the bottom line. I know it's a huge cliche, but there's a stat, it's an interesting stat in swimming. There's only been 3 swimmers now that I know of that have ever broken a national age group record at 10 and under. You know how you can break national records at 10 and under and 11 and 12? There's only been 3 that have broken a national record at 10 and under that have gone on to make the Olympic team. My point is it doesn't matter how good they are at 10, right? He wasn't any good at 10. So, yeah, he wasn't good until, so it doesn't matter. All that matters is that they have fun, that they enjoy it, because if they enjoy it when they're younger, they're going to stay with it longer. And that's the reason for burnout, is because they don't like it. So, anyway, one more question. Oh, now we got to wrap it up, but quickly. How many weeks do you sleep with your medals? Quickly.
I've got them on right now, actually.
I guarantee he doesn't have 7 medals on.
We touched on it with the kids, but for me, the medal was probably the last thing that I thought about after the games. It was just living for the experience of it and feeling alive. The medal is such an afterthought. It's probably impossible to put into words for someone who hasn't experienced how much of an afterthought it is.
No, to really touch on it, I once had one taken away from me for a minute. I got disqualified in Olympic Games. It was reinstated eventually. One of the most important things that ever happened in my career. I look at my medals whenever someone wants to see them. To be honest, they're there. I just asked a friend to make me a nice wooden box for them. Right now they're in socks, you know? And it's nothing to demean what they are. I'm very proud of more what they represent, but they're good, but they are not the reason. The people I looked up to in the sport, still do, are not those that typically have medals, to be honest.
All right, I got to send these guys off. We got to get in the pool. By the way, I won 3 gold, and getting to your question of medals, I gave one to my mom, one to my dad, and one to my coach. I gave them all away. So, because they're right, the medals, it's literally a metal, right? Not that we're not proud of them, but it really is all about the journey. And the journey is so critical that that's what they'll end up appreciating later on. I mean, all they care about now is blue ribbons and medals and best times and all that, and that's great. But later on in their life, the perspective will set in, and that's your responsibility. I have 4 girls. I have 4 daughters. It's okay. You can feel sorry for me. I play with Barbies and I like it. That's how bad it is in my house. But the point is I think the most important thing for me to tell them is I love them unconditionally, win or lose. And I think we know everybody knows that. But we sometimes lose sight of that when we see that competitive spirit get inside us. None of my girls swam, by the way, so I don't really know what it's like to be a swimming parent. My 17-year-old says she'd rather eat dirt than swim, but they all do kinds of things where they've been competitive. You know, as a parent, you're going, okay, do it. And sometimes that carries over to after practice or after a meet or whatever, and that's where you need to be really careful. So anyway, I'm going to head down myself, and we're going to start this race.
Attention swimmers and coaches, we are now asking you to please clear the competition pool at this time. This warm-up session is now over. Please clear the competition pool at this time. Once again, swimmers, please clear the competition pool at this time. Warm-ups are over. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time now to turn your attention to the competition pool as we welcome the competitors in the Arena Grand Preview featuring Aaron Pearsall and special guest Matt McLean. To MC this special event, please join me in welcoming NBC's Voice of Swimming, three-time Olympic gold medalist, Rowdy Gaines.
Male or female, he's won 7
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for our third and final day here at the Arena Grand Prix in Austin. At this time, we would like to ask everyone to please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
In his first national championship, Kevin Cornice.
And Jimmy Fegan got in there for the silver.
And it is Steele that comes in.
Chase Kalish is on the podium for the United States.
Simone Manuel is surging at the top, and they cut the wall, and it is Conlon and Manuel.
Tyler Clary.
Who's it gonna be? McBroom just gets ahead for the silver.
They are the two going to Barcelona, but Dorado got her.
Anthony Urban is just blistering that first 50.
Sleep tight on the night train, no pain. I don't remember.
Flexinger wins it.
No way.
You know your eyes got bigger.
Just blowing away the field. The Aussies are gonna get silver, but the Americans gold again.
All my lovers take the train. All my lovers, all my lovers.
And Faisal gets the bronze for the United States. Fulmer did get in there.
Did you see Connor Dwyer?
Dwyer just came leaping down the last few meters.
Boy, Chloe Sutton is really closing. A personal best.
Boots was going to really go fast.
Coming to the wall, and it is Christine Magnuson. And she's on the World Championship team. Donahue is going to get second.
Michael Lawrence down there in lane 6 is fighting for bronze and getting it. Down the stretch of the final few meters. Is she gonna do it? Yes! The U.S. comes back with Megan Romano and wins gold. Three straight world championship titles in the men's 200 IM. In his first big international meet, Godso comes through with a silver. Jaeger stretching to the wall.
Helen's going to make this team.
The Olympic gold medalist last summer, trying to hang on the last 5 meters. As Gravers and Plummer 1-2 for the United States.
No way! Did you see that dolphin kick on the end of that race?
It's going to be another gold in the men's for 3 in World Championship gold. Katie Ledecky at the age of 16, a world champion again. The exclamation point of these 2013 Worlds is the United States with gold in the medley.
USA Swimming welcomes you to the Arena Grand Prix here in Austin. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our host, Longhorn Aquatics and the Lee and Joe Jamel Texas Swimming Center, as well as the many local volunteers who have made this event possible. Please be aware that any photographs, videotape, or other audio and or video recordings of the event created by a spectator may be used solely for such spectator's personal non-commercial use and may not be broadcast, published, or disseminated or used for any commercial purposes without the prior written consent of USA Swimming. A reminder to all participants, under no circumstances are cameras or other recording devices allowed in the area immediately behind the starting blocks during practice or competition starts, or in locker rooms, restrooms, or any other dressing area. Also, except where venue facilities require otherwise, changing into or out of swimsuits other than in locker rooms or other designated areas is not appropriate and is prohibited. Spectators, please refrain from using flash photography prior to the start of any race. And one final reminder to everyone, glass, alcohol, and tobacco products are not allowed in the venue at any time. Our first event tonight is going to be our women's 200 butterfly B final as we introduce our B finalists. In lane 1, Frisco Aquatics, Cameron Toney. Lane 2, Nations Capital Swim Club, Andy Mack. In 3, University of Alberta, Kendra Chernoff. Lane 4, First Colony, Alicia Finnegan. 5, North Carolina Aquatic Club, Claire DeSelm. In 6, Longhorn Aquatics, Dakota Luther. 7, First Colony, Ashley Harmon. And 8, Nations Capital, Kylie Jordan. B final, women's 200 fly. Top qualifier for this B final, Alicia Finnegan in lane 4 from First Colony at 2:18.78. These athletes finished in 9th through 16th position in the morning prelim session. .104.89, Dakota Luther from Longhorn Aquatics in lane 6. Leading the way here in this B final. Luther this morning, a 2:20.13. Pulling away here in 6 is Luther. .140.41 for Luther, second. Claire DeSalmon, 141.57 in lane 5. Field coming back a little bit here on our leader, Dakota Luther, as they head under the flags. And to the finish, top time in the B final will be Dakota Luther, 2:16.67. Alicia Finnegan, 2:16.97 second, and third declared to Salem, 2:17.64. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our championship finalists in the women's 200 butterfly. Introducing our finalists in lane 1, third place in the 400 IM here at the Arena Grand Prix from North Carolina Aquatic Club, Madison Homovich. Into bronze medalist in the 200 individual medley at the 2012 Olympic Games from California Aquatics, Caitlin Leverin. In 3, fourth place in the 200 butterfly at the 2013 U.S. Open from the Mount Pleasant Swim Club, Megan Kingsley. Lane 4, 10th place in the 200 butterfly at the 2013 World Championships from Piscine Park Olympique, Audrey Lacroix. In lane 5, 5th place in the 100 fly here at the Arena Grand Prix in Austin from the Shenandoah Marlins Aquatic Club, Remedy Rule. In lane 6, 7th place in the 100 butterfly at the 2013 World Championships from the UBC Dolphins, Noemi Thomas. Lane 7, 30th place here in the 400 IM at the Arena Grand Prix from Longhorn Aquatics, Victoria Edwards. And in lane 8, 14th in the 200 back of the 2012 Olympic trials from Palo Alto, Stanford Aquatics, Ali Howe. Championship finalists, women's 200 fly. World record in the women's 200 butterfly held by Liu Zhige from the People's Republic of China at 2:01.81. The American record at 2:04.14, set back in 2009 by Mary DeSenza. And the U.S. Open record, 2:05.96 by Mary Maher, set back in 1981. Early leader is Lacroix. In lane 4, she is the Canadian national record holder in this event with a time of 2:05.95. She was the top seed out of the morning with a time of 2:11.58. That was a full 1.5 seconds ahead of the second fastest qualifier, Remedy Rule. At the 100-meter turn, it is Lacroix, 1:01.59, the split time ahead of Rule, and third right now is lane 7, Longhorn Aquatics, Victoria Edwards. Some great racing over the first 2 days here in Austin, with some world-class times being posted by a number of swimmers as Lacroix leads the way here, 50 to go, 1:35.19. The split time for Lacroix ahead of Remedy Rule, and now third is Caitlin Leverins up in lane 2. Remedy Rule trying to catch up with Audrey Lacroix as they head into the final touch in the women's 200 butterfly. It will be Lacroix with the win at 2:09.18. Second in the championship final at 2:11.24, Remedy Rule. And third at 2:13.04, good last 50 for Noemi Thomas from the UBC Dolphins. And we're going to go down behind lane 4. Rowdy Gaines standing by with Audrey Lacroix.
Congratulations, Audrey, and thanks, Rowdy. We're going to introduce our B finalists right now. Behind the blocks for the men's 200 butterfly in lane 1, Jason Capital of John Jemzik. Lane 2, this soccer marshal Eric Anderson. In lane 3, Lorenzo Salvaje, Luis Fabricio, Soto Ramirez. Lane 4, Alex Williams, Alex Page. 5, Luis Dolphins, Coleman Allen. In 6, from Ontario, Evan White. 7, North Carolina, Hawthorne, Williams and Dillon. And 8, Frederick Trey, Austin and
Overdown. B final, men's 200 fly. Alec Page, the top seed in the B final, 206.04 in the morning prelims. Luis Fabricio Soto Ramirez in 3, looking strong as they head towards the 100-meter turn in this B final. Page with a slight lead by 2/100ths of a second. It's Alec Page in 4, Soto Ramirez in 3, and then Evan White from Swim Ontario at 59.40, currently 3rd in lane 6. Page starting to pull ahead in this B final with Soto Ramirez and Evan White battling for 2nd and 3rd. And the top time will be at 2:02.76 for Alec Page from Island Swimming. Evan White from Ontario touching 2nd, 2:03.49, and 3rd is lane 3. Luis Fabricio Soto Ramirez from Barrejos Salvajes in 2:04.74. Please welcome now our championship finalists in the men's 200 fly. Introducing your finalists in lane 1, 9th place in the 400 freestyle here at the Arena Grand Prix from Badger Swim Club, Ryan Feely. In lane 2, gold medalist at the 2012 Olympic Games on the 4x200 freestyle relay, North Baltimore Aquatic Club's Connor Dwyer. In lane 3, bronze medalist in the 200 butterfly at the 2013 U.S. Nationals, California Aquatics, Tom Shields. In lane 4, 5th place in this event in the 2013 World Championships, North Baltimore Aquatic Club, Tom Luxinger. In lane 5, the gold medalist in the 200 butterfly at the 2013 FINA World Junior Championships from Nation's Capital Swim Club, Andrew Seliskar. In lane 6, silver medalist in the 200 butterfly at the 2011 World University Games from Stanford Swimming, Bobby Bollier. In lane 7, 13th in the 100 fly here at the Austin Grand Prix, Parejo Salvajes, Ramiro Ramirez Juarez. And in lane 8, 10th place in the 400 individual medley of the Austin Grand Prix from the Jersey Wahoo, Zachary Fong. Fastest qualifier in lane 4, Tom Luxinger, prelim time of 1:59.89, the only swimmer under the 2-minute mark this morning. World record and American record in this event, 1:51.51, held by Michael Phelps, set at the 2009 Rome World Championships. The US Open record also held by Michael Phelps at 1:52.20, set at the Olympic trials in Omaha in 2008. (56.34), Tom Luxinger in the lead. Just about 2/10, less than 2/10 ahead of Tom Shields from California Aquatics in lane 3. Shields this morning a 2:01.61. Shields the American record holder in the 200-yard butterfly. As they now head for the final 50, Luxinger ahead of lane 5, Andrew Seliskar, who's coming on strong in 5. The 2013 World Junior Champion, Andrew Seliskar, had a great third 50 and is now challenging Tom Luxinger for the lead. Into the final touch. It's going to be lane 4, Tom Luxinger at 1:57.93. Second, 1:58.57 for Andrew Seliskar, second, and a 1:58.85. Tom Shields touching third in lane 3. Back behind lane 4, Rowdy Gaines standing by with your winner in the men's 200 fly, Tom Luxinger. Congratulations to Tom Luxinger and thanks, Rowdy. We now move into our next B final of the evening. B final in event 23, the women's 100 breaststroke. Introducing your B finalists in lane 1, Frisco Aquatics, Rachel Romney. Lane 2, Lincoln Select Swimming, Ashley Pales. In 3, Southern Methodist University, Raminta Dverskite. In lane 4, Southern Methodist University, Tara Lynn Nicholas. Lane 5, Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics, Carly Bispo. In 6, Metroplex Aquatics, Vanessa Pearl. 7, Frisco Aquatics, Destiny Nelson. And 8, Mississauga Aquatic Club, Bailey Cameron. B final. Tara Lynn Nicholas, the top qualifier from Southern Methodist University at 1:11:49 in this women's 100 breaststroke. Good race in the middle of the pool. Tara Lynn Nicholas in 4, Raminta Dverskite in 3. Two teammates from Southern Methodist University. Nicholas in 4 with a slight lead as they head under the flags into the wall. As they come into the touch in this B final, the top time will be Tara Lynn Nicholas, 1:11:33. Unofficially, we're going to go with Raminta Dverskite second, and third would have been Carly Bispo in lane 5.
Shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our championship finalists, women's 100 breaststroke.
I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your stuff into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care.
Introducing your championship finalists in lane 1. 9th place in the 100 breaststroke of the 2013 U.S. Open from T2 Aquatics, Justine Mueller. In lane 2, 9th place in the 200 breaststroke here at the Arena Grand Prix in Austin, swimming unattached, Abigail Duncan. Lane 3, the bronze medalist in the 200 breaststroke of the Austin Grand Prix from Southern Methodist University, Rachel Nickel. In 4, bronze medalist in the 100 breaststroke at the World University Games 2013, Bluefish Swim Club, Laura Sogar. In lane 5, the American record holder in this event and number 2 all-time from the Trojan Swim Club, Jessica Hardy. In lane 6, the bronze medalist in the 100 breaststroke of the 2013 NC2A Championships from Swim Mat, Carolina, Katie Miley. In 7, 9th place at the Olympic Games in this event in 2012 from the UBC Dolphins, Tara Van Bylen. And in lane 8, bronze medalist in the 400 medley relay at the World Junior Championships, Aquajet Swim Team, Olivia Anderson. A final, women's 100 breaststroke. Top qualifier is Laura Sogar, 108.06 this morning as they head towards the halfway point. It's going to be Jessica Hardy well out in front, 31.66 her split time. Hardy holds the American record in this event at 104.45. That is also the U.S. Open record. The world record at 104.35, 1/10 faster, held by Lithuania's Ruta Meilutytė. Hardy leads with a good race for second and third between Sogar and Miley. Trying to move up in three is Rachel Nickel, but as they come under the flags into the wall, it's going to be Jessica Hardy for the win in the women's 100 breaststroke, 107.05. Second to Laura Sogar, 107.76. And third, 108.46, Katie Miley in lane 6. We're going to go next to lane 8 for the interview with Rowdy Gaines and your winner, Jessica Hardy. Thanks, Rowdy, and congrats to Jessica Hardy on her win in the 100 breaststroke. Introducing your B finalists for the men's 100 breaststroke. In lane 1, Grand Canyon Aquatics, Eetu Karvinen. Lane 2, Palo Alto, Stanford Aquatics, Joe Kamak. Lane 3, Indy Swimming, Michael Andrew. In 4 from the Tide, Austin Temple. 5, Edmonton Piano Club, Nick Kostiuk. 6, Palo Alto, Stanford Aquatics, Curtis Ogren. Lane 7, North Baltimore, Gabriel De Souza. And in lane 8, Barrejo Salvajes, Aldo Sebastian Vilema Gonzalez. Austin Temple in 4, the top qualifier from the Tide, 104.62. And with the lead, it is Temple, 29.68. Out first at the 50. Second, Nick Kostiuk at 30.22. And third, Michael Andrew at 30.28. Close race into the final 10 meters of this B final men's 100 breaststroke. The field tightening up on the second 50. And as they come into the wall, top time will be a 103.83, winning by a 1/10 of a second. Michael Andrew from Indy Swimming. Second at 103.94, Nick Kostiuk from Edmonton Piano. And third out in lane 1, Eetu Karvinen from the Grand Canyon Aquatics. Please welcome our top seeds championship final men's 100 breaststroke.
On your mind, we come for you, have a good time. Me want you waistline. Me want you shake your behind. I'm in a dancing mood.
Introducing your finalists in lane 1, 11th place in the 200 breaststroke here at the Arena Grand Prix, Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics, Brandon Fisher. In lane 2, 12th place in the 200 breaststroke at the 2013 World Championships, Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics, BJ Johnson. In lane 3, second place in the 100 breaststroke of the 2013 U.S. Open from Tennessee Aquatics, Brad Craig. Lane 4, 11th place in the 100 breast of the 2013 World Championships from the University of Sterling Swim Team, Ross Murdoch. In lane 5, silver medalist in the 100 breaststroke of the World University Games 2013, Trojan Swim Club, Mike Alexandrov. In lane 6, 15th place in the 100 breaststroke of the 2012 Olympic Games from the Trojan Swim Club, Glenn Snyders. In lane 7, 2012 European Junior Championships bronze medalist in the 100 breaststroke from the Warrender Bass Club, Craig Benson. And in lane 8, 5th place in the 200 breaststroke of the 2012 Olympic Games, UCD Aquatics, Scott Welch. Top qualifier is Ross Murdoch from the University of Sterling Swim Team, represents Great Britain internationally. Was a European Junior Championship silver medalist in the 50 and 100 breaststroke in 2012. World record in this event, 58.46, held by Cameron Vanderberg from South Africa. That was set at the London Olympic Games. American record, 58.96 by Eric Shanto at the World Championships in Rome 2009. And the US Open record, 59.01, set in 2009 in Indianapolis by Mark Gangloff. It's 4 in the lead. Ross Murdoch ahead of Mike Alexandrov. Alexandrov winning that silver medal last summer for the World University Games. He also competed at the 2004 and 2008 Olympic Games for Bulgaria. Under the flags towards the finish, it will be Ross Murdoch in lane 4, 1:00:58 for Murdoch, winning the 100 breaststroke. Second, 1:00:38 for Mike Alexandrov. And third, Brad Craig, 1:02:20 in lane 3. Back behind lane 4, Rowdy Gaines has your winner, Ross Murdoch. Back to the pool we go for the women's 100 backstroke B final. We'll introduce our B finalists in lane 1, Parejo Salvajes, Andrea Salas Luna. In lane 2, T2 Aquatics, Justine Mueller. In lane 3, Santa Clara Swim Club, Sophie Krivelpatrick Zhao. Lane 4, swinging unattached, Helene Niehaus. In lane 5, Cypress Fairbanks Swim Club, Cameron McHugh. Lane 6, from SMAC Remedy, Rule. In lane 7, Nuevo Leon, Lourdes Villaseñor Reyes. And in lane 8, from the Delaware Swim Team, Courtney Clark. B finalists, women's 100 back. Helene Niehaus in lane 4, the top seed. Her heats time 104.65 in this women's 100 backstroke B final. Well, 31.55 for Niehaus in 4 at the turn. Close race across the field in this B final. Top time in the B final, a 104.38, Justine Mueller in lane 2. Touching first to win the B final, second 104.55 Remedy Rule, and a tie for third 104.60 for lane 4 Helene Niehaus and Cameron McHugh in lane 5. Please welcome now our championship finalists for the women's 100 backstroke.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start. They tell me I'm too young to understand.
Introducing our finalists in lane 1, 4th place in the 200 backstroke here at the Austin Grand Prix from Swim Ontario, Marin McCann. In lane 2, bronze medalist in the 200 backstroke at the 2013 World Championships from the Pacific Seawolves, Hillary Caldwell. In lane 3, bronze medalist in the 100 freestyle and 50 freestyle at the 2013 World University Games from the Athens Bulldogs Swim Club, Megan Romano. In lane 4, silver medalist in the 200 backstroke of the 2013 NC2A Championships from the Oakville Aquatic Club, Dominique Bouchard. In lane 5, 8th place in the 100 backstroke of the 2011 Pan Am Games, representing Southern Methodist University, Isabella Arcila. Lane 6, 8th place in the 200 back here at the Austin Grand Prix from Swim Ontario, Danielle Hanus. In lane 7, 7th in the 50 free, the 2013 World Championships from First Colony Swim Team, Simone Manuel. And in lane 8, 14th place in the 200 backstroke of the 2012 Olympic Trials, Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics, Ali Howe. Dominique Bouchard had the fastest time this morning, 102.57. Only 0.12 faster than Isabella Arcila in lane 5. Arcila, the Colombian national record holder in this event with a best time of 1:01.90. And as they turn at the halfway point with the lead, it's going to be a 30.15 for Megan Romano. Dominique Bouchard second in lane 4. And Hillary Caldwell third in lane 2. Good race between Caldwell, Romano, Bouchard, and Arcila, as Caldwell looks to be pulling slightly away here on the last 50, with Romano hanging on and Bouchard now making a late charge. Towards the finish they go. The top time in the 100 backstroke will be a 1:01.57 for Hillary Caldwell from the Pacific Seawolves. Second, 1:01.72, Megan Romano from the Athens Bulldogs. And third, 1:01.83, Dominique Bouchard from the Oakville Aquatic Club in the women's 100 backstroke. A reminder, please, to our spectators, no flash photography during the starts of our races here this evening. Over behind lane 2, it's Rowdy Gaines with Hillary Caldwell. Congratulations to our winner in the women's 100 backstroke, Hillary Caldwell, as we move into the B final men's 100 backstroke. In lane 1, New York Athletic Club, Zach McGinnis. Lane 2, Winskill Dolphins, Marcus Thormeyer. Lane 3, from Ontario, Matthew Swanston. Lane 4, Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics, Jeffrey Chia. In lane 5, Warner Bass Club, Craig McNally. Lane 6, Indy Swimming, Michael Andrew. Lane 7, University of Alberta, Joe Byram. And lane 8, Jersey Wahoo's Alexander Martin. B final. At the halfway turn, 27.48, Jeffrey Chia in lane 4 from Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics. He was the top seed at 56.85. Would a coach from San Clemente please report to the admin referee? San Clemente coach, please report to the admin referee. Top time here will be a 55.55 for Craig McNally from the Warner Bass Club. Second, 56.62, Jeffrey Chia. And third, Michael Andrew in lane 6 from Indy Swimming. Please welcome our A final men's 100 back.
It's a force field. I wear my heart up on my sleeve like a big deal. Your love pours down on me, surround me like a waterfall. And there's no
Introducing your
stopping
finalists
us
in lane
right
1.
now.
2011
I feel
FINA
so
World Junior
close
Championships
to
gold
you.
medalist in the 50 backstroke from Germany, Christian Diener. In lane 2, double bronze medalist of the 2008 Olympic Games in the 100 and 200 backstroke, New York Athletic Club, Arkady Vyachinin. In lane 3, bronze medalist in the 100 backstroke at the 2013 World University Games, University of California, Jacob Pebley. In lane 4, gold medalist in the 100 backstroke of the 2012 Olympic Games and 2013 World Championships, Tucson Ford Dealer Aquatics, Matt Grievers. In lane 5, silver medalist in the 100 backstroke of the 2012 Olympic Games, representing Swim Mac Carolina, Nick Thoman. In lane 6, silver medalist in the 100 backstroke of the 2013 U.S. Open, University of California, Ryan Murphy. In 7, silver medalist 50 butterfly 2013 World Championships from Stanford Swimming, Eugene Godso. And in lane 8, 9th place here at the Austin Grand Prix in the 200 backstroke from Germany, Felix Wolf.
And there's no stopping us right.
Stacked field here tonight in the men's 100 backstroke. And here to watch this here tonight is the World, American, and U.S. Open record holder Aaron Pearsall as they head towards the halfway point, turning at the 50. It's going to look like the middle of the pool. Lane 5, Nick Thoman, 26-18. And second, 26-35, Matt Grievers, currently second. 26-41 for Ryan Murphy, third. Great race in this men's 100 backstroke. Thoman in 5, Grievers in 4. Arkady Vyachinin in lane 2 making a late push as they come in under the flags. Top time in the 100 back is going to be Matt Grievers. 53.72 for Grievers. Second, 53.88, Arkady Vyachinin. And third, Ryan Murphy, 53.98. Great race in the men's 100 backstroke. And a special treat tonight to interview our winner, Matt Grievers. Please welcome World, American, and U.S. Open record holder Aaron Pearsall. Congratulations, Matt Grievous. Thank you to Aaron Pearsall for interviewing our winner in the men's 100 backstroke. We'll now introduce our B finalists for the women's 200 individual medley. In lane 1, Victor Swim Club, Michaela Sargent. Lane 2, Scottsdale Aquatic Club, Hannah Holman. In lane 3, First Colony, Simone Manuel. Lane 4, UBC Dolphins, Tara Van Bylen. Lane 5, swimming unattached, Abigail Duncan. Lane 6, Southern Methodist University, Nina Rangalova. Lane 7, swimming unattached, Elena Klug. And in lane 8, from Ontario, Danielle Hanus.
About to put it down, baby.
B final of the women's 200 individual medley. Tara Van Bylen, the top seed here at 2:21.52, finishing in 9th position after the morning prelims. At the halfway turn, backstroke on to breaststroke, the leader, a 105.73, Nina Rangalova, just ahead of Elena Klug in 7, and third on the outside in lane 1, Michaela Sargent from the Victor Swim Club. Often see lead changes occur on the breaststroke leg, as swimmers have different strengths and weaknesses depending on the stroke. Moving up quickly in lane 4, Tara Van Bylen. She was 9th at the London Olympics in the 100 breaststroke, and using that to her advantage here on the breaststroke leg. They'll turn at this end and head off for 50 meters of freestyle. Van Bylen there, 147.47 ahead of Sargent and Klug. Now on to the final 25 meters. Heading for home in this B final of the women's 200 IM. And the top time will be Tara Van Bylen, 2:19.91. Winning the B final second, 2:20.47, Elena Klug in lane 7, and 2:20.93, Michaela Sargent up in lane 1 from the Victor Swim Club. Please welcome our A finalists for the women's 200 IM. Introducing your finalists for the women's 200 individual medley. In lane 1, 4th place in the 200 fly at the 2013 U.S. Open from Mount Pleasant Swim Club, Megan Kingsley. In lane 2, 7th place in the 200 IM in the 2013 NC2A Championship Swim Mat Carolina, Katie Miley. Lane 3, the silver medalist in the 200 breaststroke at the 2013 World University Championship, and the gold medalist in the 200 breaststroke at the 2013 NC2A's Bluefish Swim Club, Laura Stogar. In lane 4, bronze medalist in the 200 IM at the 2012 Olympic Games, California Aquatics, Caitlin Leverenz. In 5, the 2013 FINA Female Athlete of the Year after her 4 golds at the World Championships, Nation's Capital Swim Club, Katie Ledecky. Lane 6, gold medalist on the 800 freestyle relay at the 2013 World Championships, Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics, Carly Bispo. In 7, 11th place in the 200 free here at the Arena Grand Prix, Santa Clara Swim Club, Courtney Monzes. And lane 8, 9th place in the 200 breaststroke of the 2012 Winter Junior Championships, Frisco Aquatics, Destiny Nelson. Leveren's the top seed by over a second coming into this final ahead of Katie Ledecky. Ledecky picking up those 4 gold medals last summer in the 400, 800, and 1500 freestyle, as well as a member of Team USA at the 800 freestyle relay. Leveren's, Bispo, and Ledecky, the early leaders in this 200 IM. The world record in this event, also the American record held by Ariana Kukors at 2:06.15, 2:06.15. US Open record held by Julia Smith at 2:09.34. As they turn onto the breaststroke leg, it's Leveren's 1:03.29 with a good lead ahead of Katie Ledecky at 1:04.86 and a 1:04.87, just 1/100th behind Ledecky is Katie Miley in lane 2. Leveren still leads. Katie Miley moving well in lane 2, definitely up in second. But it will be Leveren's with about a body length lead, 141.31 ahead of Katie Miley. And third right now between them is Laura Sogar using that strong breaststroke to get up into the mix. Lane 6, Carly Bispo trying to challenge for that second or third spot, but it looks like Leveren's will win the women's 200 individual medley. She comes into the finish, as it will be Caitlin Leveren's 2:13.44. Second goes to Carly Bispo, 2:16.03, and third in a 2:16.13, Katie Miley in lane 2. As we go down on deck, Rowdy Gaines standing by with Caitlin Leveren's. Thanks, Rowdy. We'll go back and introduce now our B finalists for the men's 200 individual medley. In lane 1 from Mexico, Julio Andreas Olvera Alejos. Lane 2, Ebony Quiano Swim Club, Nick Kostiuk. Lane 3, Cypress Fairbanks Swim Club, Austin Van Overdam. Lane 4, UCD Aquatics, Scott Welts. In 5, Indy Swimming, Michael Andrew. Lane 6, Rockwall Aquatics, Jared Butler. 7, UBC Dolphins, Stefan Milosevic. And lane 8, Nitro Swimming, Mason Tini. Scott Welts, the top seed at 2:08.08. And with the lead though on the outside is Mason Tenney in lane 8 from Nitro Swimming. Halfway point, it's a 1:00.07 for Jared Butler leading the way. Moving well into the lead, Scott Welts, the Olympic finalist in the 200 breaststroke from 2012. (1:35.22), great breaststroke split there for Scott Welts, 35.01 on the split. Second, 1:38.15, Jared Butler. And third right now, 1:38.41 for Michael Andrew between them. On the strength of that breaststroke 50, Scott Welts is going to win this B final, touching in 2:05.47. Second at 2:08.31, Jared Butler from lane 6, and third in the B final, a 2:08.93, Nick Kostiak from the Edmonton Keanu Swim Club in lane 2. Please welcome our A finalists for the men's 200 IM. In lane 1, 13th place in the 400 individual medley of the 2013 World Championships from Island Swimming, Alec Page. In lane 2, gold medalist in the 400 IM of the 2013 World University Games, Wisconsin Aquatics, Michael Weiss. Lane 3, 28th place in the 200 IM at the 2012 Olympic Trials, Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics, Curtis Ogren. In lane 4, 5th place in the 200 individual medley, the 2013 NC2A Championships, University of California, Josh Prino. In lane 5, gold medalist in the 200 butterfly at the 2013 FINA World Junior Championships, Nation's Capital Swim Club, Andrew Seliskar. Lane 6, 10th place in the 200 IM and silver in the 200 freestyle, the 2013 World Championships from North Baltimore Aquatic Club, Connor Dwyer. Lane 7, 6th place in the 200 IM in the 2012 Junior Pan Pacific Championships from Swim Ontario, Evan White. And in lane 8, 17th place in the 400 freestyle here at the Arena Grand Prix from Nitro Swimming, Sean Grishoff. Josh Prino, the top seed, with his prelims time of 2:04.08, the world record and American record in this event held by Ryan Lochte at 1:54.00, set at the World Championships in Shanghai in 2011. The U.S. Open record also held by Lochte, set in 2009 at 1:54.56. Connor Dwyer moving well on the backstroke leg, already a body length lead for Dwyer. Dwyer was the silver medalist in the 200 freestyle of the 2013 World Champs and 10th in the 200 IM as he turns with the lead ahead of Evan White and Josh Prino, the top three at that halfway turn. On to the final 50 of freestyle now. It is Dwyer, 1:31.42. No one's going to catch him on this freestyle leg. A world-class freestyler there in lane 6, though a good turn for Prino staying underwater on those dolphin kicks. Prino definitely in second spot, solidly there. The race for third between Seliskar in 5 and Evan White in 7. Trying to move up in lane 3 as well, Curtis Ogren. As they come into the finish, it's going to be Connor Dwyer, 2:00.03. Second, 2:02.05, Josh Prino. And third, 2:04.32, Andrew Seliskar in lane 5. Rowdy Gaines behind lane 6 with Connor Dwyer. Thanks, Rowdy, and congrats to Connor Dwyer with his win in the men's 200 individual medley. As we get set to bring out another championship final, this time the time final event, women's 800 freestyle.
Hey, I've been driving all over the town on my cell phone, wearing it out, and I finally tracked you down. Everybody says you're the man. The final piece
In lane 1, bronze medalist in the 1500 free, the 2013 World Junior Championships. Swimming unattached, Isabella Rongioni. In lane 2, 16th place in the 400 free at the 2013 World Championships from the UBC Dolphins, Savannah King. In lane 3, 6th place in the 800 free at the 2013 World Championships from IX3 Sports, Chloe Sutton. Lane 4, the current world record holder in the 800 and 1500 freestyle from Nation's Capital Swim Club, Katie Ledecky. Lane 5, silver medalist in the 800 and 1500 free at the 2013 World Championships, North Baltimore Aquatic Club, Lotte Fries. Lane 6, 8th place in the 800 freestyle, the 2012 Olympic Games from Gator Swim Club, Adriana Pinto. Lane 7, 20th place in the 800 free at the 2012 Olympic Trials from Lakeside Swim Team, Leah Stephen. And lane 8, 8th place in the 400 freestyle here at the Arena Grand Prix from Nation's Capital Swim Club, Megan Byrne.
Don't tell my daddy stole the keys to his caddy. Don't dilly-dally. I gotta get the hell out.
Women's 800 freestyle, this is a time final event. There were heats contested this afternoon. All the times will be ranked and compared at the conclusion of this race. Ledecky in lane 4, the world record holder set last summer at the World Championships, 8:13.86. That's also the American record, US Open record held by Janet Evans from 1988 at 8:17.12. For the information of spectators and everyone, Aaron Pearsall will be signing autographs for the remainder of tonight's session up in the Swim Freak store. That's the arena store. Drop by and see Aaron Pearsall, world record holder and Olympic champion, signing autographs here at the Arena Grand Prix in Austin. Lotte Fries in lane 5, training for North Baltimore. She is the Danish national record holder for Denmark at 8:15.92, her best time in this event. She ranks 3rd all time in the women's 800 freestyle behind Ledecky and Rebecca Adlington. These two battled it out at the World Championships last summer in Barcelona, with Ledecky coming out on top with that world record, 8:13.86. Lotte Fries was second at 8:16.32. And rounding out that podium was Lauren Boyle of New Zealand at 8:18.58. .307.63 split time at the 300-meter mark for Lotte Fries. Katie Ledecky, who just finished the 200 IM a little while ago, is there in lane 4 and trying to hang on to Lotte Fries. Fastest time done in our afternoon heats of this women's 800 freestyle, 8:49.49 for Madison Homovich. Almost a full body length for Lotte Friis at the 400, 4:11.81. Katie Ledecky, 4:13.24. These are the top two female distance swimmers in the world going head to head here in Austin at the Arena Grand Prix. Lotte Friis in 5, training with the North Baltimore Aquatic Club. Katie Ledecky from Nation's Capital Swim Club. And Ledecky just staying right there at Lotte Friis' feet as they head towards the 450 turn. Ledecky closing that gap here on the first 100 of the second half. .300 meters to go after this next turn. As they turn, 5:16.08 for Friis, 5:16.96 for Ledecky. They're about 8 seconds over the world record pace that Ledecky set last summer. As they're going to turn right together, 200 to go. 6:20.29 for Lotte Friis, 6:20.52 for Katie Ledecky. The pool record here at the Lee and Joe Jamail Texas Swimming Center, held by Janet Evans, is the oldest pool record on the books, and that's 8:23.59. They'd have to pick it up quite a bit on for this last 150, but Ledecky has now overtaken Lotte Friis and looks strong there in lane 4. Ledecky turning 6:52.13, Lotte Friis 6:52.70. .100 to go, the bell lap, signaling 2 lengths to the pool to go as our leaders turn at 700, 7:23.66. We'd have to see a sub 1 minute performance here on the final 100 by Ledecky if we want to see that pool record get taken down here tonight. 25.10. And third, 7:36.23. Savannah King and Chloe Sutton are battling it out for third spot right now over in lanes 2 and 3. 50 to go for Katie Ledecky, 7:55.79. Lotte Friis, 7:57.46. And Ledecky, 15. Oh, bring her into the finish, folks. Final few meters for Katie Ledecky in the women's 800 freestyle as she touches the wall. Final time, 8:26.70. Second, 8:28.65, Lotte Friis. And a good race for third, right down to the touch. Third by 6 100s, 8:38.87, Savannah King of the UBC Dolphins.
Here we are, right back at the start. You put your hand on my heart, and you asked me to take you back once again. I don't care, 'cause my heart's on the dance floor, and I don't wanna hear you talk anymore. Don't talk anymore. If you wanna get up and dance with me tonight, baby, don't say you're sorry. If you wanna take me away tonight. I don't wanna.
Ladies and gentlemen, please now welcome our A final in the time final men's 1500 freestyle. In lane one, gold medalist in the 800 freestyle relay in 2012 Olympics and 2013 World Championships, North Baltimore Aquatic Club's Matt McLean. In lane two, the gold medalist in the 200 freestyle at both the 2012 Olympic Games and 2013 World Championships, North Baltimore Aquatic Club, Yannick Agnel. In lane three, fourth place in the 1500 freestyle at the 2013 World University Games from Island Swimming, Eric Hedlund. In lane four, gold medalist in the 10K and bronze in the 1500 at the 2012 Olympic Games. Number 3 all-time in this event, swimming unattached, Us Maluli. In lane 5, silver medalist in the 800 freestyle, the 2013 World Championships from the Woodland Swim Team, Michael McBroom. Lane 6, sixth place in the 1500 free of the 2013 World University Games, Badger Swim Club, Ryan Feely. In lane 7, gold medalist in the 800 freestyle relay at the 2013 World Championships from Club Wolverine, Michael Klee. And in lane 8, 14th place here in the 400 freestyle, the Arena Grand Prix, Santa Clara Swim Club, Aiden Byrne. Stacked field in this men's 1500 freestyle. As mentioned, Us Maluli, the top seed in lane 4, number 3 all-time in the men's 1500 freestyle, only behind the world record holder Sun Young from the People's Republic of China, and Australia's Grant Hackett. World record 14:31.02. The American record 14:45.29, held by Larson Jensen. That was set back at the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens, Greece. And the US Open record at 14:45.54, held by Peter Vanderkay at the Olympic Trials in Omaha back in 2008. Early leader Yannick Agnel in lane 2. He's already picked up wins here at the Arena Grand Prix in the 200 and 400 freestyle. Great performances in those events over the last couple days for Aniel. Eric Hedlund in lane 3. In between Aniel and Maluli. Hedlund won a silver medal in the 5-kilometer open water last summer at the Barcelona World Championships. Aniel comes in with a personal best time in this event of 15:16.86. And he turns with the lead. Early stages still in this men's 1500 freestyle. Starting to establish himself out in front, Yannick Aniel at 3:02.26, 3:03.40 is Eric Hedlund currently second, and a 3:03.54 Maluli there in third spot in lane 4. This next turn will be at the 400-meter mark, and almost a full body length lead, just over a body length lead for Aniel at 4:04.13 the split time. Hedlund and Maluli right together as Michael McBroom and Michael Klee try to move up and join the leaders. Fastest time done in the afternoon heats of this event, Brian Zhao at 15:57.23. Pulling away more and more on each 50. This is 500 meters, 1/3 of the way through. Yannick Aniel, 5:05.14. Hedlund, Maluli, McBroom, and Klee fighting it out right now for second and third. (6:06.31). Aniel pulling away more and more on each length as Maluli now making a move maybe to try and catch up with Aniel. Yannick became the first swimmer from France to win an Olympic gold medal in the 200 freestyle with his win back in 2012. Aniel turning now 7:07:22, the 700-meter mark. The next turn at the turn end of the pool will be the halfway point at 750 meters. Maluli is second, 7:10:59, and third, Michael Klee, 7:11:75. $800, 808.20 for Yannick Aniel. Second, 811.16, Us Maluli. And third now, Michael McBroom at 812.28. McBroom finished 2013 as the 6th fastest swimmer in the world in this event, with his time from the World Championships in Barcelona at 14:53.95. He finished 5th in the 1500 last summer at the World Champs. Aniel, Maluli, and McBroom separating themselves from Headland and Klee as they turn at 900 meters. 600 to go, 9:08.53 for Aniel. Maluli at 9:12.25 and McBroom 9:12.78. $500 to go at this next turn as they turn at the 1,000 meter mark in the men's 1500 freestyle. $10:08.24 for Yannick Aniel as he turns and heads back on the final 500. McBroom up into second spot just ahead of Maluli at 10:13.25. All alone in front in lane 2, Yannick Aniel turning 400 to go now, 11:08.19, and he's picked up the pace. Sub 30 split there for Aniel. McBroom pulling away from Maluli there in lane 5. Maluli in 4, still in third spot. 12:08.07 on Yell, 30.02 on the split. 30.45 split for McBroom at 12:14.53, and Maluli in third at 12:17.62. Approaching the 1,300 meter wall with 200 to go. Yannick Agnel. Will turn with 4 lengths of the pool remaining. 13:08.10. Good even splitting for Agnel. Second is still lane 5, Michael McBroom at 13:15.75, and Maluli is third, 13:20.07. But moving up is Eric Hedlund. Hedlund from Island Swimming out splitting Maluli on that last 50 by a full second. Bell lap, 2 lengths to the pool to go. Yannick Agnel from North Baltimore Aquatic Club. Turning here at 14:08.62 on to the final 100 meters. McBroom also receiving the bell for the final 2 lengths. And Maluli and Hedlund right together as they turn with 100 meters to go. Bring him in over the final 15 meters, folks. Yannick Agnel from North Baltimore gonna win the men's 1500 freestyle with a great performance here tonight. 15:07.76, the winning time for Agnel in lane 2. Second will be lane 5, Michael McBroom from the Woodlands at 15:16.62. And third, 15:19.09, Maluli touching third in lane 4. Climbing out of the pool in lane 2, the champion of the men's 1500 freestyle, Yannick Agnel. Don't go anywhere just yet, folks. We've still got relays coming up, the 400 medley relay, as well as our D and C finals for all the events we've seen already this evening. We're going to move into our 400 medley relay, starting with Heat 2 of the women's medley relay time final, Heat 2. In lane 3, Delaware swim team. Lane 4, Mississauga Aquatic Club. And lane 5, Scottsdale Aquatic Club. Mississauga pointed in the lead here on the breaststroke leg. This is our second of 3 heats in the women's 400 medley relay.
What were you trying to grab?
Power trip, but it's like a $2 power trip. You guys
give it a. Is this the last lap here? I think the battery should kick in.
Sherry Patel for the Mississauga Aquatic Club has her team in the lead in Heat 2.
Grab it.
.326.48 Mississauga, well out in front here in Heat 2. Into the finish, the Mississauga Aquatic Club touching 4:26.81. Top time in Heat 2. Second, Delaware swim team 4:34.02 and Scottsdale Aquatics 4:37.75. Heat 3. Lane 2, North Carolina Aquatic Club. Lane 3, Nitro Swimming. Lane 4, Longhorn Aquatics. Lane 5, Scottsdale Aquatic Club. 6, Santa Clara Swim Club. And 7, the Jersey Wahoos. Lane 4, Longhorn Aquatics with the lead, 105.23. Victoria Edwards hands over to Katrina McGregor. Next exchange in lane 4, still Longhorn Aquatics with the lead. Katrina McGregor to Dakota Luther. Fastest time so far today in this event, 4:26.81 in the previous heat by Mississauga Aquatic Club. Longhorn Aquatics continue to lead here in Heat 3 of the 400 medley relay. Lane Reed ready to take over in lane 4 from Dakota Luther. .326 flat, the split time for Longhorn. Second in lane 7, Jersey Wahoos, and third on the other side in lane 2, North Carolina. Lane Reed and Longhorn Aquatics, 15 meters to go as they head into the finish in this 400 medley relay. And they will touch for the win, 4:22.71. Second will be Mississauga from the previous heat at 4:26.81 in the overall results, and third overall will be 4:28.18. Second in the heat will be North Carolina, 4:28.18. As we combine the results, it will be Longhorn with the win, 4:22.71. Second, Mississauga, 4:26.81. And third for CFSC, Central Fairbanks at 4:27.51 from an earlier heat. Men's 400 medley relay, heat 1. Lane 1, North Carolina Aquatic Club. Lane 2, Delaware Swim Team. 3, Santa Clara Swim Club. Lane 4, Tide. 5, Nitro Swimming. 6, Borrejo Salvajes. And 8, Swim Ontario. Fastest time done already in this time final event, 4:03.89 by Fast. At the halfway, it's going to be lane 8, Swim Ontario, 2:02.94. Swim Ontario on the outside. Bryce Queeson Delaney handing over to Evan Van Moorkirk in lane 8, 2:58.47. Second right now is Tide, 3:02.95, with Borrejo Salvajes at 3:03.12. Swim Ontario well out in front into the final 20 meters of this 400 medley relay. And Swim Ontario 3:49.42 touching first. Good race for second and third. Second will be in lane 6, Borrejos Salvajes at 3:56.90, and third tied 3:57.30. That brings us to our 10-minute break prior to the start of our DNC finals. The competition pool is now open for 10 minutes. Lane 7 is a sprint lane. Lane 8 is a pace lane.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Now what do you say?
what you say? You all say what? A little bit louder. Now everybody say. Now what you say? You all say what? A little bit louder. Now everybody say.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But I've been Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Attention swimmers, start clearing the competition pool at this time, please. We'd ask swimmers to start clearing the competition pool at this time.
Welcome to the big show. Simply wait.
Back to our action in the pool here at the Arena Grand in Austin. Our first event on our next schedule will be the D final, women's 200 butterfly. Lane 1, Jana Wittenbrink, Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics. Lane 2, Lily Dubroff from the Delaware Swim Team. Lane 3, North Carolina Aquatic Club, Uma Naven. Lane 4, Mississauga Aquatic Club, Megan Huang. Lane 5, Chenango Aquatic Swim Club, Samantha Schuer. Lane 6, Scottsdale Aquatic Club, Samantha Getson. Lane 7, Nitro Swimming, Natalie Davis. And 8, Aquajet Swim Team, Emma Whitmer. Leading the way in lane 5 in this D final, 107.33 for Samantha Suhr. Samantha Suhr from Chenango Aquatic Swim Club. Time this morning, 2:26.92. At the wall, the top time in this D final, a 2:24.22 for Samantha Suhr second, 2:24.40 Lily Dubroff, and Uma Navin third, 2:24.55. C final. Lane 1 unattached, Elena Klug. Lane 2, Jersey Wahoo's Mary-Kate Davis. Lane 3, Barrejo Salvajes, Melissa Villaseñor Reyes. Lane 4, San Clemente Aquatic Team, Carly Thuin. 5, Mount Pleasant Swim Club, Elaine Zhao. Lane 6, Lakeside Aquatic Club, Kara Eisenman. 7, Scottsdale Aquatic Club, Brenna Dixon. And 8, Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics, Kindle Van Ling. Halfway point, lane 4, Carly Thuin, 106.29 with the lead. Final 50, 143.04, lane 2. Mary-Kate Davis from the Jersey Wahoos taking over the lead from lane 4, Carly Thuin. Top time in the C final, 2:19.26, lane 2, Mary-Kate Davis from the Jersey Wahoos, second, 2:20.27, Carly Thuin in 4, and lane number 3, 2:22.04, Melissa Villaseñor Reyes from the Barrejo Salvajes. Men's 200 butterfly D final. Lane 1, Alamo Area Aquatics, John Hennessy. Lane 2, Delaware Swim Team, Mark Welburn. Lane 3, Nations Capital Swim Club, Brian Zhao. Lane 4, Alamo Area Aquatics, Alexander Garriga. Lane 5, Crawfish Aquatics, Colin Bone. Lane 6, Tide, Mark Wilson. 7, North Carolina Aquatic Club, Michael Wall. And 8, Longhorn Aquatics, Mariano Adame. (10071) with the lead in the D final. Lane 4, Alexander Garriga. Alexander Garriga in lane 4, Alamo Area Aquatics trying to hold off lane 3, Brian Zhao from Nations Capital. And a good last 50 by Brian Zhao, Nations Capital 208.43 ahead of Alexander Garriga 209.27, and third on the outside for Mariano Adame from Longhorn Aquatics. C final. Lane 1, Gator Swim Club, Sergio Gonzalez. Lane 2, UBC Dolphins, Stefan Milosevic. 3, Swim Ontario, Teddy Kalp. 4, Nitro Swimming, Mason Tenney. 5, Machine Aquatics, James Murphy. 6, Longhorn Aquatics, Zachary Coots. 7, Crawfish Aquatics, Mason Hutchinson. And 8, unattached, Rory Lewis. Leading the way at the halfway point, it's Stefan Milosevic, 10014 from the UBC Dolphins. Milosevic still leads ahead of Rory Lewis on the outside in lane 8. Good last 50 in the middle of the pool. Lane 4, Mason Tenney from Nitro Swimming, trying to close the gap as they come into the wall. The top time will be at 206.33 for Stefan Milosevic. Tenney second, 206.92, and third in lane 8, 207.51, Rory Lewis. We move into the women's 100 breaststroke D final. 100 breaststroke D final, the top seed, Molly Kowal in lane 4 from the Jersey Wahoos, a 1:16.63 this morning. Lane 1, Nitro Swimming, Madison Michnik. Lane 2, Central Connecticut, Christina Gulia. 3, Wild West Aquatics Club, Jordan Ailey. 4, Kowal. 5, Alamo Area Aquatics, Marion Yurchizn. Lane 6, North Carolina Aquatic Club, Julie Hugh. 7, a Dinosaur Club, Catherine Kustritz. And 8, Scottsdale Aquatic Club, Taylor Shuchuk. Close race to the final touch in this D final, and it's a 1:15.73, lane 5 for Marianne Yurchizian from Alamo Area Aquatics. Second at 1:15.91, Molly Kowal, and third 1:15.93, Julie Hugh. C final. Lane 1, Mississauga Aquatic Club, Sherry Patel. Lane 2, Mississauga Aquatic Club, Ina Selmanovich. Lane 3, in Greater Nebraska, Caroline Teal. Lane 4, Scottsdale Aquatic Club, Hannah Holman. 5, Cypress Fairbanks, Victoria Robique. Lane 6, Victor Swim Club, Michaela Sargent. 7, Aquajets, Ray Bullinger. And 8, Nitro Swimming, Sydney Tan. Close race here in the C final, women's 100 breaststroke, as they come down close to the flags in the finish. In this C final event, the top time on the board as they come to the wall will be a 1:15.74, Michaela Sargent. Second at 1:16.22, Aaron Selmanovich in lane 2, and third 1:16.27, Hannah Holman in lane 4. Men's 100 breaststroke D final. Lane 1, unattached, Agneshwar Jaya Prakash. Lane 2, North Carolina Aquatic Club, Noah Cairns. 3, Nitro Swimming, Zachary Thomas. 4, Alamo Area Aquatics, Angelo Miguel Martin. Lane 5, Coastal Bend All-Stars, Arthur Chang. 6, Mount Pleasant Swim Club, Cooper Pitts. 7, Delaware Swim Team, Arthur Wang. And 8, Nation's Capital Swim Club, Stephen Pastoriza. Into the finish in the D final, the top time 108.50, Arthur Cheng, followed by a 109.10, Zachary Thomas, and third 109.18 for Angelo Miguel Martin in lane 4. C final. Lane 1, Nuevo Leon, Luis Antonio Jasso Segovia. Lane 2, Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics, Jeremy Babinet. Lane 3, Santa Clara Swim Club, Derek Tanazaki Hudson. 4, Santa Clara Swim Club, Timothy Cow. Lane 5, Rockwell Aquatics, Jared Butler. 6, Lakeside Aquatic Club, Tristan Parrish. 7, Machine Aquatics, Grayson Smith. And 8, Jersey Wahoo, Zachary Fong. .106.76. Lane 1 wins the C final. Luis Antonio Jasso Segovia. Second at 107.37 was Timothy Coe, and third, Jared Butler, 107.40. We move into the women's 100 backstroke. We need our gentlemen to please clear the pool for the start of the D final women's 100 backstroke. Lane 1, North Carolina Aquatic Club, Mia Morrell. 2, Fort Worth Area Swim Team, Summer Campbell. 3, Jersey Wahoos, Mary Kate Davis. 4, SMAC, Jessica Arnold. 5, Nitro Swimming, Carlene Heemstreet. 6, Longhorn, Lane Reed. 7, Jersey Wahoos, Jenna Zagarin. And 8, North Carolina, Sophia Perez. Summer Campbell in 2, and Jessica Arnold in 4 as they head towards the final 15 meters of this D final in the 100 backstroke. Top time in the D final, 106.47 for Jessica Arnold. Second, 106.70 Summer Campbell, and a 106.97 Lane Reed, touching third in lane 6. C final. Lane 1, Nation's Capital, Megan Burns. Lane 2, unattached, Leah Gwenap. Lane 3, San Clemente Aquatic Team, Caitlin Albertoli. Lane 4, First Colony, Madison Varisco. 5, Aquajet Swim Team, Rachel Whitmer. 6, Nitro Swimming, Avery Stackle. 7, Delaware Swim Team, Josephine Marsh. And 8, Nation's Capital, Kylie Jordan. .104.91, Rachel Whitmer in lane 5 wins the C final. Second, 105.78, Leah Gwenap in 2, and lane 3, 105.95. Touching third unofficially will be Caitlin Albertoli from San Clemente Aquatic Team. Men's 100 backstroke, our next event, the D final. Lane 1, Nitro Swimming, Zachary Thomas. 2, Machine Aquatics, James Murphy. 3, Nitro Swimming, Joshua Artman. 4, Jersey Wahoos, Duncan Brookover. 5, Cypress Fairbanks, Braxton Flowers. Lane 6, Nitro Swimming, Christopher Mayer. 7, Tide, Harrison Pierce. And 8, San Clemente, Joshua Swart. Top time 59:29. Duncan Brookover winning the D final. Second 1:00:20 Joshua Artman, and third at 1:00:44 Joshua Swart in lane 8. C final. Lane 1, Barrejo Salvajes, Luis Fabricio Soto Ramirez. 2, Lincoln Select Swimming, Brennan Baylog. 3, Swim Ontario, Evan Van Moorkirk. 4, Nations Capital, John Shabat. 5, Barrejo Salvajes, Gustavo Beretta Gonzalez. 6, Delaware Swim Team, David Crossland. 7, Nations Capital, Brandon Goldstein. And 8, UBC Dolphins, Kelly Aspinall. Close race to the finish in this C final. 58-69, John Shabat from Nations Capital touching first. Second, 58-86, Delaware Swim Team's David Crossland. And third, 59-34, Kelly Aspinall in lane 8 from the UBC Dolphins. Women's 200 butterfly D final. Women's 200 individual medley D final. D final in the 200 individual medley. Lane 1, Lakeside Aquatic Team, Lauren Pitzer. 2, Nations Capital, Kylie Jordan. And 3, Katrina McGregor, Longhorn Aquatics. Lane 4, Nations Capital, Megan Burns. Lane 5, Carly Thuin, San Clemente. Lane 6, Nitro Swimming, Sydney Tan. 7, Mississauga, Sherry Patel. And 8, Jersey Wahoos, Molly Kowal. At the halfway point in this D final of the 200 IM, the leader in lane number 5, Carly Thuin, 107.47. .50 to go in the D final. Leading the way, 150.77, Sydney Tan. Second, Carly Thuin in 5, and Molly Kowal on lane 8 on the outside with a great breaststroke split of 38.99. Top time will be a 2:22.75. Carly Thuin from San Clemente Aquatic Team in for second, 2:24.67. Sydney Tan from Nitro in 6th, and third, 2:25.25. Molly Kowal in lane 8. C final. Lane 1, Lakeside Aquatic Club, Madison Strait. 2, North Carolina Aquatic Club, Madison Homovich. Lane 3, unattached, Regan Barney. 4, unattached, Leah Guanap. Lane 5, Nitro Swimming, Lauren Thompson. 6, Santa Clara Swim Club, Sophie Krivakovich Zhao. In lane 7, Greater Nebraska Swim Team, Caroline Tile. And 8, Wild West Aquatic Club, Jordan Ailey. On to the breaststroke leg, 106.30. Regan Barney in lane 3 has the lead ahead of Leah Guanap in 4. .148.28. Lauren Thompson in lane 5 leads the way into the final 50 of this C final in the women's 200 IM. Into the finish in our C final, women's 200 IM. The top time as they come down to the touch will be lane 5, 2:21.40. Lauren Thompson. Second, 2:21.65. Madison Homovich in lane 2. And third, 2:23.55. Regan Barney from lane 3. Men's 200 individual medley D final. Lane 1, Lincoln Select Swimming, Brennan Baylog. 2, Tide, Harrison Pierce. 3, Edina Swim Club, John Thomas Larson. 4, Jersey Wahoo, Zachary Fong. 5, Tide, Mark Wilson. 6, Nations Capital, Gavin Springer. 7, Nations Capital, John Shabat. And 8, Jersey Wahoo's Alexander Martin. (101.57), Harrison Pierce in lane 2 has the lead. Comes in with a qualifying time of 2:14.30 from this morning. Less than a second between first and eighth here in the D final from the morning prelims. (2:11.43), Zachary Fong wins from lane 4 in the D final. Second, Alexander Martin in lane 8, and third, 2:13.04 for Gavin Springer in lane 6 and Nations Capital. Final event of the evening, the C final men's 200 individual medley. Lane 1, Santa Clara, Cooper Burrell. Lane 2, Santa Clara, David Farr. Lane 3, Longhorn Aquatics, Young J. Herr. Lane 4, Barrio Salvajes, Ramiro Ramirez Juarez. 6, North Carolina Aquatic Club, Noah Karen. 7, Santa Clara, Derek Izaki Hudson. And 8, Nations Capital, Brandon Goldstein. For the information of swimmers, after this event, the diving well will remain open for 30 minutes. The competition pool will be closed. The competition pool will not be available for warm down. Please use the diving well for warm down. Cooper Burrell in lane 1, Santa Clara Swim Club swimmer, 101.36. Burrell on the outside still leads, but he's going to be challenged by lane 3, Young J. Herr from Longhorn Aquatics. Here comes 4, Ramiro Ramirez Juarez, and lane 6, Noah Cairns. Into the finish. The winning will be gutter ball on the outside. Cooper Burrell wins from lane 1, 2:11.29. Second, 2:11.46, Ramiro Ramirez Juarez. And Young J. Herr touching third from Longhorn Aquatics, 2:11.52. As mentioned, that does conclude the Austin Grand Prix. Swimmers, the competition pool is closed. It is not available for warm down. Please use the diving well. The venue will be open for the next 30 minutes for warm down. We would like to thank everyone for joining us here at the 2014 Arena Grand Prix in Austin. Thank you to all of our officials and timers. We invite you at this time to leave the pool deck area. Best of luck to everyone for the remainder of the season, and we'll see you next time at the Arena Grand Prix.
The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came. Cast a spell on me, spell